great to use on restream. Bang bang. I didn't even see the messages. Chrome. That's open already. That's good. Twitch.tv/Pacific.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna add. You know what? Everything is kind of falling into place. They've had their fight. They kind of broke. They kind of.
Audio levels seem good there,
which is nice. And then everything's just following after.
Listen, we all know that Sentinel's the one who won that grand.
Test. Yeah.
I think that's okay. Player waiting room. Okay.
That's
clearly the secret to winning an international trophy.
Yeah, I don't know about fights and all that, but it's definitely good vibes. Whatever it is, you need to have the good vibes afterwards.
Yes,
you need bonding. You need some heart-to-heart bro talk, because I think that is one thing that also follow through after every single fight.
Okay.
Now we are finally going to
spoon
welcome the
for
players
some
onto
reason.
stage. We're going to see GENG versus DFM.
Need to blow my nose as well. Hey, Lockett, I'm good. How are you? I'm very wet. I just went for a walk this morning. It wasn't raining, like, there were periods where it was like just throwing it down, but it wasn't often. But it was windy as well, so it was more like the rain was just blowing at me sideways. So it was like, it got in my eyes, it got through my coat, which I probably need like a new coat, because the one I've had for like 3 years now. But I guess it's going into summer now, so maybe it doesn't matter too much. I hope your power does not go out. That's oddly specific of a threat. But I know what you mean, yeah. Like, it's not super storming. Like, it's not like there's thunder or lightning. It was just raining a lot whilst I was, like, walking around. But because I live sort of by, like, a river, and I walk along it, it was just very like wet and windy around then. Very little like cover behind buildings and stuff, right? So, and I literally just got in. Usually I can get around, because I think it's about like 8 o'clock. I can usually get it done in about 45 minutes, maybe even less, like 40. But this I got in at like 5 minutes ago.
Right now, because DFM, this is the time for them to prove themselves once more. They got the first series, step in the right direction, but you still have to admit that their opponent right now is one of, if not the strongest team.
Oh, Lakia's telling him to sit down already. Munchkin's like, whoa, we don't want to get this too early.
There's Lakia of all people giving up the...
You go up against these guys, it's not anything personal. He's got some friendly history.
Or is it Will?
I mean,
William's
listen,
all about love and peace.
Yeah, we don't know all the details, but obviously he's got quite a backstory with some of these guys on the different
Lakia is a king. Yeah, sorry. There we go.
They saw what happened to T1 after they got defeated, and in quite a, I would say, a very convincing fashion in terms of DFM coming out with their own style.
I'm not even really sure, because we've been watching China the last 2 days.
Yeah,
need to catch up on the games that happened over this weekend. So GENG, Paper X, T1 DRX, Team Secret Zeta, RQ Bleed. So it's DFM's first game this week. It's GENG's second. And then it's Global's first game and Talon's first game.
It really wasn't that long ago where GENG was the underdog.
Because RQ played twice, T1 played twice, Zeta played twice, Bleed played twice.
Is this going to be DFM rising to the top?
T1 is bad. I don't think T1's bad. I do think the DFM's good. Like I think the DFM, with the confidence that they got, I think this is going to be a much harder opponent.
Hello and welcome to the caster desk. Thank you so much for breaking all of that down in that wonderful pre-show. I am Valdez. With me today is Achilleos.
I'm Achilleos. I'm
it's
good.
Him.
I'm doing well. I'm well fed. I just had a
What's
cheesesteak
Epic Pen?
and some gummies, and I'm ready to cast some.
Oh, I imagine gummies. Like, I'm not much of a sweet person, but I imagine having gummies before a cast is goated. What do you think? Will GENG win with 2-0? DFM look good against T1. I think that whoever wins, it'll be a full best of 3.
The LCK final now shifting back over.
What does Valdez do? Do they do LCK?
And hopefully we have as big of a banger as you guys had for that final, because now we've got GENG looking for another victory for the franchise.
Yeah.
But DFM,
Hopefully my camera and stuff looks good, but it seems to be
right
okay.
Now, I think that this is still fairly GENG sided. I think that they've shown a bit more. We need to see a lot more from DFM for them to really start rising to the top. But I think
he did the LCK final yesterday. He did the final yesterday, and then he's come over to do some Valorant. That is like a pretty cool move.
Their first victory here in BCT against T1 just last week. But there's also a couple bets that are on the line.
Yeah, I'm excited for today. I think like casts went well yesterday. I feel like I didn't really miss too much with EDG versus Tyloo, which may be like depending on how quick today is, because it could be quick. I could definitely see a world.
Yeah, gonna be pretty interesting to
okay,
see,
so GENG is running double duelist here. So many other teams are moving to what DFM are playing. Could I get you to buy RQ stocks? I have the classic, so I guess that's enough of it, really.
The predictions do show that GENG coming into this one are the favorites, even though they are coming off that loss. It was against Paper Rex.
Also, is my microphone like peaking? It sounded like it was peaking in a bit. Test, test, test. I don't know if it's like rattling. I think it's just some noises that I make. Like,
this is really the first.
Just DFM don't get out aimed.
Kind of that next level.
How likely is that, though? Against May, I don't think so. I guess against everybody else, yeah. Pound for pound, I think GENG are better. Like, Texture's been amazing, and so is Meteor, but like, May... Mix fine, Mike's fine. It might be just like, because what I've enjoyed from streaming is usually I have wireless headphones. But I found these odd like wired ones because I can plug them in and I can like, I have side tones so I can hear myself in my ears, which I think like helps me a lot. It keeps me aware of like how I'm sounding, because sometimes I could be over here with a microphone and not realize that I'm actually not really that clear. Especially with casting, make sure that I'm like focused on it. And if I want to get quiet with a cast, I can make sure that I can still like get that volume, you know. And then if I get really loud, I know if I'm being way too loud, I can just move back a bit. I love your China video talking about all the teams. Thank you. Yeah, I think with YouTube, it's a question of like where we put the videos, to be honest. I put the videos. Because I could put it on the HitScan channel, which has a lot more subscribers, but it's people that haven't, they didn't subscribe for Valorant content, for one. Most of them came from Overwatch. And two, if they came from Valorant, they didn't subscribe for Valorant VCT